Now is Democratic Congresswoman Chellie Pingree of Maine. She joins us via Skype, and she joins us online right now. So we have now heard some of the reactions so far, and I want to bring this to your attention that you are aware of here. And this is coming from Speaker Boehner. Speaker Boehner releasing a statement during the president's speech, and Speaker Boehner saying before any further military commitments are made, the administration must do a better job of communicating to the American people and to Congress about our mission in Libya and how it will be achieved. Has the president done that so far?
Well, I think we've certainly been hearing a considerable amount about Libya over the last 2 weeks. But I do think you'll hear increasingly from members of Congress who don't want to see this turn into a situation that we've experienced in Iraq or Afghanistan, where we're not involved and where the mission becomes kind of muddy and it goes on forever. On the other hand, we've all had huge humanitarian concerns about Muammar Gaddafi turning on his own people. And I think there's been a lot of interest in some form of engagement. We just don't want to turn this into a third war without a clear mission and without a clear strategy for when we're going to leave and what we're doing there.
Congresswoman, as the president now goes to his 5-day tour in South America, there is also the discussion that's happening in Washington, D.C., which you're very aware of. And not all of the voices, as we just heard from Speaker Boehner, are completely supportive of what's happening here.
It's true. And one of the challenges is that, I'm a member of Congress. I always want to know more about our mission in Afghanistan and when we're going to leave. And then other members of Congress and of the military from the Pentagon say, well, we can't lay out our whole strategy. This is a conflict. This is a war. And so you have this dispute going on where we say we represent the American people and we don't want an open-ended involvement. On the other hand, we've all been watching with great interest these great uprisings in the Middle East, many of which as we've seen in Egypt with the recent elections, they're moving towards democracy and they're getting rid of dictators. So I think we're in a very difficult situation here. Congress is going to want to stay involved, and you've got opinions all over the map, both from Americans and representatives, about what should be done here.
Congresswoman, we have 45 seconds. Some estimates of costs are coming out right now, and they're all preliminary, and I'm just going to share one of them, saying the initial cost here of this no-fly zone, limited no-fly zone, could be up to $800 million. Of course, it's just an estimate at the moment. At what point do you say this is too much when it comes to the pocketbook?
Well, just remember, we're spending $7 billion a month in Iraq and Afghanistan right now, and people are already feeling tremendously stretched. I think there's a fair amount of concern on the part of Americans that they don't want to see their money keep flowing out of this country when we have huge economic issues here. On the other hand, there's a humanitarian crisis going on, and people hate to see the loss of lives or a leader turn on his own people. So it's a conversation that's going to go on.
Congresswoman Chellie Pingree of Maine, thank you so much for stopping by and giving us your perspective on this day, and we hope you have a good rest of your weekend there. As for the rest of you, thank you for watching MSNBC.